Roberge first slow down if you need it. So that's no problem at all.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Super Speedway Sports, here, ready for some pretty darn fantastic action out here for today. Chop Shop Racing Series back for Tuesday nights, and if you can't tell, we're running the biggest and the baddest super speedway on the circuit. We're going to run Talladega Super Speedway. 3 lanes of racing, 3 and 4 wide. We'll see it time and time again. And it's going to be loud and proud here at, what is it, the 10th race of the season, somewhere around there. It'll be a good day of racing, kicking it out on Kick. Yes, we are at kick.com/signature esports. Switch from Twitch to Kick because of the multi-streaming that we have to do, or that we want to do, not just that we have to, we want to do, so we're doing that. Striker, give us a like and a share. Roberge gave us a follow. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate you. Thompson, give us a like and a share as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Today's going to be a good race. It's going to be a ton of fun to watch, and I encourage you to stick around and see what happens here because it can definitely be one of the best racing circuits that you're going to be able to see when it comes to these drivers. Give us some support. Like, follow, subscribe if you haven't done so. If you're out there watching on YouTube, I see all you folks out there. I appreciate you being there. Make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way. Make sure that you share this stuff out there to your friends as well. Let everybody know what we're doing. Race information for today's race. There it is. 75 laps at Talladega Super Speedway. Iracing.com action each and every week here for Signature Esports. We do a lot of just a little bit of everything. We do not just iRacing, but we do a little bit of everything else too. But iRacing is where we've been at, and it's what's made us who we are. Make sure you check that out. Track Racer is one of the sponsors of Chop Shop Racing, so make sure you check out trackracer.com. Use Chop Shop as your reference, and they'll be able to take care of you. Here is the race settings for today's race. 75 laps. Stage 1 is going to be a lap 15. Stage 2 on lap 30. 4 sets of tires total. They're going to start with a set and have 3 in the pits. Tires not really a big factor here. Not for the trucks. For the B car or the Xfinity car, I would say yes. But for the trucks, not necessarily as much. And these, how about 3 and 4 wide right there? Holy cow, big bump coming. Tire's not going to be the biggest one. Looking forward to this one, says Spicy. What do you say, Spicy? Good to see you out there, sir. You are more than welcome to join. I know you were talking about it, and we were talking about it earlier. Jess needed something upstairs, so I had to take care of that, and I had to bounce real quick. Was not able to finish that conversation we were having. One fast repair for the drivers. It is a fixed setup. Cautions will be thrown on the stages, and the restarts will be on the leader. Restart zone not in effect for today's race. Big thanks. Thank you to Corey for being the RC out there, giving us a look in how these drivers are going to be able to be working on it. Drivers are going to be very much intense when it comes to what's happening here. Here's to take a look at through the races that we've had so far, where the points look for the playoff bubble right there. John Hammond just below the cutoff line, where Michael Coulter Jr. 2 above. It's going to be huge. Eating hot wings, drinking beer, brother. Just going to enjoy the show. Appreciate you. Hey, enjoy those hot wings. That's the reason why you call it #spicy. Folks, #spicy in chat. He's got some new overlays for his streams coming up. I look forward to seeing you get out there and do more of that. He does a lot of ATS, and I like watching him do that. Thompson 6 off of that. I see Donnie trying to make up some ground from last week as well, and he did. He was just below the cutoff line. Now he is back up there. Roscoe Koblenz making that work. Chris Roberge, who's our featured driver, leads the top of the playoff bubble. Has some cushion right now, but this is a racetrack that'll equalize everybody. And I'm saying it's gonna take teamwork, and it's gonna take good pushes and the right momentum to be able to win here. And that's something that you kind of got to take advantage of when it comes to what these drivers are doing. Speaking of the points, here it is. Top 10 of the points through 9 races. Aaron Smith has 6 wins on the season so far. Krober, Pettit, Dario, all with wins as well. Kobe Hartung leads the points outside of that. And up until last week, only had a small deficit for that driver. So it's crazy to think and crazy to see that he's still able to hold on with as many top 2 finishes as he's had. He's still able to hold on to what he's been able to do. So great job by Kobe Hartung after missing a few races. He actually got a win last night in the Dirt Series for Chop Shop. So encouraging moments for that driver. He's still looking for that first win. Striker looking for a win as well, sitting 6th in points here. as Bickert, Ross, Roberge, and James McRae round out your top 10. Man, oh man, qualifying is going to be getting ready, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a really good time, really good time. Chop Shop Racing Series, definitely giving us all the action. Here's your driver spotlight. This is going to be the driver that we watch and give him a whole bunch of shout outs and a whole bunch of talking. A-class driver, 2.56 on the safety rating, 1639 on the I rating, 19 wins and 1,098 starts, 558 laps led, 226 top fives. Chris Roberge is the man at 98, digging in and having a good time. He's going to be the one that you watch. I think he's going to start at the tail end of the field. That's typically what he does when it comes to these super speedways, and actually it's kind of how he gets the biggest mover of the race. They have even deemed that the name of what he does. Chris, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Tell me about it. What's your plan for today's race? I know you're going to start in the back, but you're one of the best pushers I've seen out there.
Yeah, there's quite a few laps here, so I'm just going to take it really easy here for a while. Save a little bit of fuel, and just hang in the back mostly. I don't mind stage wins or anything like that. I just want to save my truck to the end, try and finish it off.
One fast repair is not really sometimes enough, but it can be enough for some drivers to say, you know what, I'm going to full send it early, see if I can get some position points. Not something you're going to try to do today.
No, way too soon. I like to be, if it's just like 10 laps to go, then I will go for where I can with it.
Well, you're sitting at 9th in points coming into today's race, and you just need that little extra incentive. I mean, you're always the biggest mover of the race, or you're typically the biggest mover. I say, 5 out of 7 times you're the biggest mover of the race. But more importantly, here at Talladega, what you need to avoid to be able to have the best finish possible?
Avoid the big wrecks. Trying not to have people push the pusher. So usually it's always have one person to push the leader, and that's all. Don't have to have anybody else right on you trying to push you too. That's what caused more wrecks. And side drafting is really bad for that too. If people can't hold their line, so we just have to keep away from that and know your awareness around here.
That's going to be the big factor. Track awareness is going to be the number one thing that drivers are going to get. All right, Chris, I look forward to talking to you later. Hopefully we get to see you inside the top 3 at some point today, but we'll talk to you under caution. Good luck on your race.
Oh yeah, I will be in down with my teammates, so we're to work things out together.
Gotcha. All right, my man. Be good, be safe. I'll throw you in the waiting room so that way you can do that, and I'll pull you up out of there. Okay.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Chris Roberge, there he is. He's going to move himself down. He's going to do himself. He's one of the nicest Canadians I've ever met. I've met some Canadians that'll give you a good show. He is one heck of a pusher. I promise you, he will square up to you and give you the best. Now, and that's if you want to go to the front. Watch out for him today. I think he's gonna do a pretty phenomenal job. Here's something that we didn't talk about. Most wins on the season again. We talked about Aaron Smith having 6 wins. Today is not a day that actually really needs to. That might not actually even be a factor. 6 wins on the season doesn't mean anything for Super Speedway. Similar to tracks like Martinsville, it's about having that track position. But more importantly, got the hiccups. Keeping the truck clean. Today, keeping the truck clean is going to be just as important to be able to be there at the end, having a good pit stop, being there with your team. The last stint's going to require a green flag pit stop. They're not going to be able to make it all the way to the end. This is a 2.6 mile length track. There's just no way that these drivers are going to be able to push the envelope to that extreme. So it will be it'll be tough. It'll be good, but it'll be tough. Man, oh man. Week 9. Ready to go. All right, here it is. Starting grid for today's race. As I get rid of 4,000 buttons. There it is. TJ Grover's going to be your pole sitter for today's race. Brian Reavern's going to be your outside pole sitter. John Hammond will make up row 2 with Mark Retchen to his outside. Aaron Smith in row 3 with Nathan Biggert to his outside. Pettit and Hartung going to make up row number 4. Williams and Ross in row number 5. Donnie looking at, I like his new paint scheme. I do. I like the Adidas paint scheme. I think that one's really, really, really cool. Roscoe's going to have James McRae to his outside. Row number 6. Row 7 be Stryker with Leroy Kovalence in the 42. And row 8 is going to be Coulter Jr. Joe Thompson. No doubt he's going to be trying to keep up with his buddy up there, or with his teammate up there in the number 2. So Coulter trying to find the number 2 probably pretty early. They may even dip off. We'll see what happens here. Let's see. Greg Whitehead, Daniel Kovalence will make up row 9. Row 10 will be Isaac Balsamo. Back in action. He was really good in practice. I look forward to seeing what he tries to do here. Brandon Bledsoe to his outside in row number 10. Alex Thompson, Robert Church will make up row 11. Row 12 will be Mike Lathan with Craig Schroeder in row 12 in that 24 spot. Row 13 will be Sam Benson, Wesley Strait. Cam Dario will have Michael Caffrey out there in the number 77. Looking forward to seeing what my personal Australian friend will do. Roberge starting 29th with Devin Assoon to his outside. Anthony Shook will have Carlton Hendry. Stefan Salas and Philip Caffrey will make up the final row. 17 rows, 34 drivers. It is Super Speedway Racing. Race information here at Talladega Chop Shop, iRacing.com, giving you all the action, ball stats, B&B music, admin box, Fuego Paints, track racer. Weather report says it's a 2.65 mile length racetrack, and the track right now 131 degrees Fahrenheit. That is blistering hot. Means these tires are going to be tacky and then free in the air. It is the real deal. That is the real thing of what's going to happen here. Talladega out of Alabama, 81 degrees on the air temperature, 10% humidity, clear skies, 2-mile-an-hour wind, and I would love to see the humidity give us a good overall approach to what we'd be seeing here. Tell you what, it's a great racetrack. It's my favorite super speedway on the circuit. Not my favorite track that's more than a mile and a half, but it is my favorite super speedway. Chicagoland's pretty good, but Michigan this week is going to be pretty good, pretty darn good racing, and I'm pretty excited about getting back out there and racing again. I did a race last night, and we'll see how that's going to pan out tonight. We're going to work on some setups and stuff like that. Drivers ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hopefully you're ready to go. Big field for tonight's race. And man, oh man. We got the drone cam on lock today. It's going to be a ton of fun to watch what these drivers do. As you can tell, 8 is ready to go and starts restarts on the leader, of course. Can't pass below the W line. Can't, don't lay back and get the restart. All those things. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Straight away for the drivers. Here's the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. They call him Barney. I call him Fred. So he's Fred the Barney Flagman. I called him Fred the Flagman. I didn't know his name when I first started doing this. And then I found out his name was Barney. Ready to go. How about it? Start restart zone coming up. Green flag. Here's probably the biggest part about this racetrack. Start finish line after pit road. Crazy. And they are gone. Side by side for lap 1. 74-76 on the outside. Retchen trying to get a big push. Second lane can be the fastest lane around this racetrack. Of course, the fastest way around this racetrack is the bottom side, but tell you what, it'll go a long way just to make it exactly what this is showing here. So it'll go action for the drivers as they get ready to roll. 874, 75 of Hammond to the inside. John Hammond led a ton of laps this time last year at this racetrack. And he is somebody that can get himself out front. If he can get himself out front, or at least to that higher lane, he's going to be able to be a very, very big detriment to this racetrack under Levi Garrett paint scheme to the bottom side, the 8. Right now, the outside lane prevailing, more organized. 74 Brian Rayburn working on the corner. They work side by side. Back straightaway, very busy. Drivers in tow. Drivers trying to figure out where the next place they need to be is. And a driver way up the race line back here. That looks like John Ross for a moment, but it wasn't John Ross. For Bass Pro Shop, is that Roscoe? Roscoe right there. Right behind him is going to be Brandon Bledsoe. Bledsoe driving the Bass Pro 47. Got to work with him. Double lot. Maybe going backwards here. Cuts back in front of the 47. Got to watch that race pace. You see Church right behind him. Robert Church on board. Here's what's going on with Robert Church. Whoa, big push from Robert Church. Right behind him. Whoa, 3 wide. Ryan, give us a like. Thank you, sir. 3 wide for no reason whatsoever. It's too soon for this. 54 jump to the outside. Thought he had a lane. Now he's stuck in the middle. See what's happening in front of him. Roscoe trying to make it work. Right there's Michael Strickland. Strickland driving the old Tonka truck. I like it. Ooh, 54 slides up in front of the 5. These drivers now getting dicey for the first 4 lap stage. Is going to end on lap 15, folks. Lap 15's big moving. Koblenz trying to make it work there as well. Look at all these drivers. Duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball. They're getting spicy. There's a 2 right there to the outside. We're on board with Leroy Koblenz. There's the 44 of John Ross. This is about midway through the field, about 12th spot. I'm sorry, first third of the field, about 12th spot here. The difference between that and what is behind him, here's a look at where Isaac Balsamo is. Isaac back here in 25th, the other about another third of the way back through the field. You see Thompson there trying to run with the 5. He's going to be 3 wide. Thompson going to let it go. Thompson right there in the middle. Church giving up some spots there as you see Church roll to the backside. Church is kind of gone now. On board here. And there's just too much going on to count. That's for darn sure. Look at this. It's Alex Thompson right here. How about riding on board is one of the legends. It's Roberge here in the 25. He is your featured driver. A couple of blinkers back here. Somebody blinking it out. Not quite sure what's going on with that. Oop, there it is. Driver spotlight for the man, the legend. Cockpit view. Focus for him. Thompson way up the race line. Needs himself a little bit of help. Going to drop back in. Thompson getting a good run. Settle in. Looks like No Tape is making the Miro tight for sure. You ain't lying. My 3. What are you doing, Sherry? Good to see you out there. My 3 Sons. Go check them out. One of the sponsors of the Chop Shop Cup Series out here. Roberge giving a lot of room here. And that's something that is really good about what he's been able to do. He's just giving a lot of room, giving a lot of pace, just trying to make sure that what he is doing going to be able to make it toward the end. He doesn't need to be up front just yet. And that is that's just the veteran nature of him. He's been on the service for a couple of years now, and we've watched him develop, we've watched him grow, and he's doing a killer job. Well, Vancouver, British Columbia, that is one of the nicest Canadians you ever see. DJ out front. Watching the trucks are your favorite? Hey, you know what? The trucks are my favorite too. Retchen, way on the outside. Rayburn, pulling the drivers there. He's going to get stuck. Somebody's going to go with him. We're 3 wide way too early. 7 laps in. I'm Mark. I'm gonna find a hole as quickly as I can. And right now, nobody letting him in. He's going to lose a ton of ground here. Pop down to the outside, not able to hold on. 47 of Bledsoe to the bottom side of him now. He's dropping back. He's roughly about that 19th spot now. He went from the lead on the outside to now side by side, 3 wide. He's got a driver way up the race line. There's the 12 of Joe Thompson trying to make some things happen on the inside here as well. Thompson not doing himself any justice, but look at where Koblenz is going. Leroy in the 42 popped out to get a little air. Not necessarily something you want to do. And right now, Hammond to the outside. Hammond with a big push. Rayburn giving her all she's got. McRae there to the backside as well. There's the 14 of Colby Hartung. Biggest mover of the race right now, Craig Schrader. Actually, take that back. Stefan Silas back here just popped up on the relative. He is up 11 spots so far from the back to the front. Redshin off 23, started in 4th. And that's what happens if you lose the outside lane. Redshin's going to have to do some movement. He's going to have to get himself back up there. I'll tell you what, Hammond leading on the outside. I told you if he got to the front, this is going to be a big factor. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to give up that second lane right about now. Third lane maybe when it comes down to the stages, but right now, 75, 74, 01 on the high side, 8 on the inside. Battle back with the 70 of Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith, 6 wins on the season, sitting second on the inside lane. Here's what it looks like from his cockpit point of view. Back to the main screen. You can see what's happening here. 9 of 75. Kroger on the inside. Hammond on the outside. Good long stint right there for a good friend, Chris Roberge, who's our featured driver of today's race. Got that gyro cam here. Completing lap 9, or completing lap 10 as we speak. Look at the 30-degree banking right there. Hard to walk up. See Hammond with a big run on the outside. Bumped from the 70. He gives a big shove to Kroger. And you see just what that momentum is going to be able to do. 75, 74 on the high side. Look at how close these trucks get right there. You can reach out and throw them a water bottle. And now with a big run for the 75. 70 trying to be all over the back bumper of Kroger through the probably the slickest portion of this racetrack is the tri-oval area. Hammond leading that lap on the high side, 11 being completed. Clean racing right now, big takeaways. Outside line, you can stay organized and prevail over the bottom side, but Grover getting big shoves on the bottom from the number 70. Grover has to defend. The poles that are still out front right now. Redshin goes 3 wide in the middle. Pushing a little bit too soon here. 4 wide, 3 wide, back at it. Balsamo getting rocketed here as the 67 of Anthony Shook tries to put his nose where it doesn't belong just yet. You don't want to go that far. This is a long race. You want to be there at the end. A faster pair doesn't mean you have to use it, just means that it's there. Shook there. Redshin clears 16 right in the mix. 51 of Cam Dario ready to go places. Has the 45 and Devin Asuda behind him. Cam got a win last week. Try to make, or not last week, week 4. Oh, it was last week. We took it back. It was last week we got the win. Folks, next week, Anthony Shook getting a big shove on the high side. Lap 12 being completed is right now. They're going to go 3 wide. Thompson, that is Joseph Thompson, drifts up the race line. 76. We're going to see some wall contact here if they don't hold on to that third lane like they need to. Isaac Balsamo right there. 16 to the bottom side. 16, 10, 7. Little burp with the throttle goes a long way, and right now, 47 of Brandon Bledsoe pulls the 76 with him, goes up to block the lane. Nobody there. 10 of Balsamo right there in the mix. 10 trying to make some things happen. He is right there stuck in a rock and a hard spot. And 47, 76 getting dicey. Here's a look from the far chase, or the far turn 3 camera angle. I know the outside lane's trying to go places. 3 wide, lap 13. Now's when you're going for the stage. set yourself up for the next 2 laps. That's what's going to happen. The completion of lap 15 will be the end of your stage. And these drivers trying to commit. Ooh, 47 into the wall. He's going to slow way up here. He's going to lose a ton of ground. Wretched, who gained a ton of ground on the high side, gets the Arcade version of the 47. A little wall scrape for the 47 there, from 194 down to 167. That's a huge difference in speed. Rayburn, Hammond, 8, give it a big shove. Rayburn, Hammond on the front lane. Rayburn's going to lead that lane right there. Hammond needs some playoff points. And he dropped down in front of TJ Krober. And right now the 74 with the big push from the 01. 12 to the outside, trying to side draft his way forward. Joe Thompson trying to be inside the top 10. These boys are running hard. He does. 2 laps to go to the stage as the drivers go as they work. Look into the sounds of these trucks. White flag for the stage. Hammond on the bottom side. Big shot from the 70. 3 wide. 1 more lap to go. 3 wide. 4 wide. Hooking it up. Krober will get the... Oh, nobody's got the stage yet. Yeah, Krober's got the stage. It'll be Krober 74, then John Hammond. They are wrecking, coming around. We weren't even at... that was the white flag for the stage. Dark Horizon Fishing giving you your stage for today. Your caution for the stage, and that was a big wreck. TJ Krober getting the stage win here. He was edged out front, just barely, and he's going to blink a little bit. Man, oh man. Dark Horizon Fishing. Find him on Facebook, darkhorizonfishing.com. His phone number's all listed up there. I encourage you to do that. Has one of the best places to go fishing right there in the Chesapeake Bay, James River area in Virginia. Go check him out. He has got a ton for you to do. We'll show you a thing or two about a thing or two. TJ Krober going to get your stage 1 win as now we got to go back and deduce what happened there. They just came around to take the white flag. They haven't even gotten there. The GPUs on these guys have to be on fire after that run. You have no clue. Even mine is hot right now. 34 trucks that fast, that long. Even mine is going, hey, something's happening here. All right, let's see where it started here. It started there. That's a great screenshot. Far chase. This is a big one. Far chase. Let's go to the 44. Drivers are going to have to use their fast repairs early. John Ross here on the bottom side. There's the 14 of Colby Hartung. 71 on the outside. They went 3 wide. 44 went up. 71 comes down. Hooks the 44. So they fix themselves, and all of a sudden, all chaos breaks loose. When you're running that close, there's nothing you can do about it. And then it's just on board. Here's the double out of Daniel Kovlins here. This is 60. Yeah, right there. 1, 10, 16. Yep. Oy. And all the drivers on the bottom down there. Cam Dario, one of those drivers. So it was the 45. Let's look from Cam Dario's point of view on this one. He goes around. Out on board with our buddy Chris Roberge. Let's go to his cockpit view and see what happened here. Want to avoid a wreck? This is how you do it. Woohoo! Got a little nose damage out of that. Little nose damage, not too bad. Not so bad. All right, now come to pace, and let's go talk to Chris. Let's see what he's doing. Oy vey. This talk to him. Chris Roberge, buddy, you almost missed that little incident, a little nose damage. Tell me how your truck's doing.
Pretty good. Lucky I didn't have to use a fast repair. It was like a 30-second optional repair, so I got it fixed up. Yeah, I almost clobber 51, I think it was. Crossed my nose, yeah. So I say, when I saw the big wreck, I said I had to go down the very bottom apron. Then 51 just came right in front of my nose. At least I slowed down more. Avoid that big wreck, so I'm still trucking around.
All right, what's your fuel mileage like? Because I know that you're going to have a green flag pit stop come the final stage of this race. Is it something you're going to have to work with your team and split in half, or are you guys going to do what you need to do to make it work?
Good. Just see what I can do to make it work. Drafting off these trucks, it will save a bit more fuel. So I'm trying to stick around someone around with my teammates here just to help with some fuel mileage.
All right, Chris, good luck on the restart, brother. I know you're lining up to go back at it. We'll pitter patter. And that was insanity. that was a lot. That was a lot going on, and I expect the same thing.
It was crazy. It scared the crap out of me.
All right, Chris, good luck, brother. Chris Roberge there in the 98 digging. He's ready to go. Recky gave us a like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Did you see Stryker's new truck? Just saying. Just saying. Strickland in 8th right now. Look at that thing. Got a little Tonka truck going on right there. That's a good looking truck right there. Love it. Oh man, go get him. Stryker is what's coming. I know it's coming. Where's it at? All right, Nathan Biggart's going to be your race leader. He's going to take him to pit road. Colby Hartung on the outside. He's going to take him to the green flag here. Colby Hartung will be on the outside. Grover, Brandon Bledsoe, Brian Rayburn, John Hammond, Pettit, Strickland, Donnell Williams, Anthony Shook, your top 10 on the restart. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Anthony Shook. Man, oh man, there it is. I can call it. And full send and all that jazz coming your way. About it. Go back to the sounds of Iracing, folks. Crank it up. I'm going to take a hydrate break while they go green flag racing. Pace cars in. And they really did get the sound right on the trucks on the new update. I love it. Beautiful looking trucks. Beautiful looking racetrack. Talladega, back at it. Green flag racing. Somebody came around on the bottom side, back to back here. Couldn't get that lap completed. And it's going to be Roscoe having an issue. Sam Benson off track as well. Alex Thompson, John Hammond, Mike Lathan. A lot of drivers having to stop here. Here's a look. Here's what happened. Roscoe hooks John, it looked like. I want to look at that far chase. So I want to see what's really going on here. So there's John and Stryker on the bottom side there. Far chase on this one. There's the 47 of Brandon Bledsoe. So Hammond getting a big shove here. And the 47 hooks the 75. And then all of a sudden, Alex Alex Thompson try to slow down on the high side, on the backside there. Here's what happened here for Alex Thompson. He sees it happening. Brake, 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 brake. And then the 12 just runs him over. So Joseph Thompson, well, the 16, the Thompsons collect each other. He's all right. He looks fine. Wouldn't use a fast repair. I'd get myself rolling and get back up there. But the 12, unable to get on the brakes there. Okay, here one more time. That's Joseph Thompson. I want to follow suit with what Thompson's doing here. And this is one of the things that, folks, you start seeing a wreck, you know, especially if it's on a super speedway, you need to brake. Brake, 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 and just not braking hard enough. You know how to get at it. Alex had more time there to be able to do that, and, you know, kind of made that work. All right, Brandon Bledsoe in on pit road. Lots of fast repairs coming out. Let's take a look down pit road here. Actually, let's take the flyby down pit road, as I would normally try to do here. Pit road exit for the drivers. There goes Aaron Smith. Drivers maybe trying to get themselves taken care of. And I was going to say, to 75, coming down to take tires, he's going to be able to get that fast repair. That's what that fast repair looks like as the Levi Garrett machine goes to work, or goes back to work. We're going to see drivers down here probably working on their damage, trying to save that fast repair and make it work. There's the 42, 71 sitting on pit road right there. There goes the, it's like the 3 going back out there. There's the 12 with Joseph Thompson. He's going to be working on that truck as well, as you see him roll the corner here. A lot of drivers back here. There's Philip Caffrey. He's got some blinking going on back here. Let's take a look and see what's going on with this truck. Actually, he's the 99, or the 89. That's going to be Wesley Strayed. Wes having some blinking issues. I thought that was Philip Caffrey for a moment. Take that back. There's David Asuna. He's just going to get that truck fixed. There's the 51. He's getting his damage worked on as well. 66 leaving pit road as the drivers go. How about this crowd here at Talladega Super Speedway? Big old racetrack. And one of my favorites on the circuit. And all of the drivers try to get themselves right over here to the Gatorade Victory Lane here at Talladega Super Speedway. This is one of the big factors, and it's one of the things you want to see. Every driver wants to win at Talladega, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing. Sammy Benson, no stranger to Victory Lane. We've seen him win before. Some drivers going to be able to stay out there and maybe just get the damage fixed. Save that fast repair for as long as possible. That's what I think we want to see. Now, somebody who might be looking for fuel and damage is it's going to be the 70. He's coming back to pit road. He might be just trying to top it off on fuel. Take the EOL here and maybe put himself toward the back, be able to save the truck for a little while. You know, it could be worse. Dub Snake giving us a big old subscribe out there. Think it'll become a part of the YouTube family. Way to be a warrior out there. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you. Big old. Biggert, Hartung, Krober, and Rayburn's going to be your front 2 rows on the restart here. As our second caution comes out. Both for incident, but one was kind of right at the end of the stage, so we did see that happening. Yeah, drone cam. Yes. It's something that I like to use now. And if you want to know how to do a drone cam, I can show you how to do it, folks. If you're out there, you want to give yourself some old footage, or you want to give yourself some cool stuff, rather than using the WASD, it's a much simpler way to do it, and a much more elaborate and fun way to do it as well. 01, 74 on the inside. 49 is going to lock up behind. It's going to be Adam Pettit. Biggest mover of the race is Anthony Shuck, up 26. These drivers are going to be ready to go. Aaron Smith back here at the back end of this one. Going to keep that truck clean. They're going to go through this entire next stage all the way to lap 30. So going to be about 8 laps to go into the stage, and then they're going to be working on trying to find the extra pace to be able to go. All right. Let's see if we can do it again. Every time I go to the sounds of iRacing, that's when it happens, right? Out of 4. Pace car is going to be out of 4 as the drivers slow up get themselves nice, cool, calm, and collected. But back here is Schrader. In the 54 on the inside, Alex Thompson got the truck worked out. I don't think he got it. I don't know if he used his fast sprint. I don't know if he needed to. Tire's not that big of a deal. Pace car is going to be in. And for the third time today, we'll send and all that jazz. Start restart zone is going to be right there where the Geico restart zone is. And they all go. Oh, 1, good jump. 14 is going to be able to slide right behind him. 8 with a big run, so a three-pack here. They're trying to work together. Brian Rayburn in the Chevy. First forward is going to be Adam Pettit right behind him in that 5 spot. Now 6 on the outside. Pettit pulls the bottom. 8 to the outside. 74 might have a place to go with him. They're going to have to really, really dial it in. Look at the speed coming behind him. Coulter Jr. right in the mix. Roberge up into the mix as well. Coulter Jr. behind the 6th of Sam Benson. All the way up to 9th now as they move forward. The one truck trying to give himself a little extra breathing room. Wants to be up here. 10 on the inside. Balsamo doing a great job today. Robert Church right there in the mix as well. Behind the 76 is going to be the 98. Mark Retchen needs some help. There goes the 98 right there with him. 44 going to hold on to his craft as well. John Hammond still on the lead lap. First driver off the lead lap is going to be Roscoe. Philip Caffrey's actually out of the race. He did not start today's race. Wesley Strait in the tail end back here. Having some blinking going on, but all these drivers are going to have to try to push and move forward. John Hammond from 3rd on the stage all the way back to 24th now. He's got a lot of work to do, and he sees this pack kind of lifting themselves here. Not necessarily something he wants to see happen, even though there's a stage break coming up. This is not where you want to be. 70 to the bottom side. There's the 77 of Michael Caffrey. 75 goes with him. 3 wide to the outside. There goes the 77, 75, 54, 71 to the bottom side. 75, big shove to the 77, back to the second lane. 47 rolling, fastest lap of the race, just ran by the 44. And he is 3 wide on the outside. Too much going on. Roberge there with him. 44 trying to side draft. Don't do it. You just wrecked your truck and you're trying to side draft your way 3 wide right now. Don't do it too soon. 5 laps to go. That's what I'm going to say. Too soon. Too soon. Pull in behind or stop trying to push yourself in a bad situation. Right now, running the 3rd lane. Roberge is going to give him enough room to slide down, but he's not going to do it. He's going to stay right there on the 3rd lane. He's going to make me irritated. Check up to the bottom side. 44 to run to the high side. If he wrecks, I'm calling it. It's his own fault. Nathan Biggett to the bottom side as Kobe Hartung with him. Kroger to the outside. Has Pettit. Big shove for the 49. 44 of Joe Nelson not leaving a lot of room for the drivers there to be able to maneuver. And you got to be careful as the checkups start to happen. And right now, they're going to go 4 wide or 3 wide again. Daniel Koblenz up here right behind the 44. Trying to give a shove there, but right now, Brian Rayburn stuck on the outside, or stuck on the inside. And right now, Kroger goes to the outside. Kroger backing off the corner. Big shove coming for the 49. 67, 6 on the inside. 1 right there with him. Retchen trying to get a big push. 8 losing ground here as they go. 3 laps to go. You hope Sam Benson wins. I hope Sammy wins as well. Shadowhunter giving us a big sub out there. Thank you very much. I actually agree. Sammy's due. He's been due for a hot minute. So Sam Benson. Wesley, he didn't do anything wrong. Wes is back here. He's just blinking. He's blinking. Hold on. Stefan's right here. Wes is right there having connection issues. Oi. Home side drive. Now here comes the 3 wide. This is when I want 3 wide before the end of the stage. There it is. Go for it. This is what happened last time. Free up Lincoln, buddy. Love it. Nathan Biggert, Grover on the outside. Now the outside lane ready to work. John Ross now able to stick in the corner. How about this? Big runs into the corner, folks. Outside lane had a big run. Now they're kind of losing ground. 2 laps to go to the stage as the 49 with the big shove. Back straightaway. Gonna make it work. Here goes the bottom side. Right now, the 1 gonna be 4 wide here. 4 wide. Holy cow. Every loving holy. Nope, back at it. 2 wide again. Here we go. 3 wide here again. As Coulter Jr. almost got hung out to dry there. He was trying to pull the 8 with him. And right now, John Hammond goes to the outside. Big swing for the 75. As the 8 goes with him, 12 to the bottom side. Anthony Shook all the way to the front. Nathan Biggert on the bottom side. Shook with the 67 up 29. Biggert leads the white flag lap for the stage. Lap 30 being completed. Holy goodness. What a run. 14. Kobe Hartung to the bottom side. Coulter with a big run here. Might have an opportunity to pop out in the corner. Sam Benson to the back bumper of Shook. Caution comes out. And there it is. Stage win goes to Nathan Biggert. They will back it down. Something happened for the stage. They did not complete lap 30. And I don't have a clue what brought it out. There's Leroy here. Wesley having some issues here. Oh, Alex Thompson. Right here in this little 4-pack, trying to give a big shove or trying to go around here. Not quite sure what's going on there. There's the 34 and the 66 there. 16 is right on the back bumper of Carlton Hendry here. What a far chase this one. This one happened right at the tail end of this one. Bump for the 66. And then, man, it's unfortunate Wesley goes around. All right. You see a lot of, you're seeing a lot of overtimes. Yeah. Man, oh man, if they come down to the end of it, it might be a chance. Shadowhunter, I appreciate it. Rick is that's spicy. He is one of my moderators, so be kind to him. Appreciate you. Stage win goes to Nathan Biggert. He locks it out of the park. I like the chats. I like that you guys are keeping it lively. And I can root on Sam Benson as well, just the same. But reminder, it's all about enjoying yourselves and watching a good race. That's what it is. Regardless of what happens, it'll be a ton of fun. John Ross, your race leader here, he came in a lap 20, so he might split the stage here with a couple of cautions here. There's a good chance he might be just try to make it all the way to where the final pit stop will come out at. Not a bad idea. Daniel Koblenz, Robert Church doing their thing. Big Man don't send a super $4.99 super chat. Benson for the win. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you for the $4.99 super chat out there. Benson for the win. I'd love to see it, man. He's up 20. One of the biggest movers of the race. He and Robert Church up a couple together right now. Anthony Shook up 20 as well. A lot of drivers back to pit road. 16 getting the truck worked on. Michael Caffrey getting the truck worked on. The drivers might be trying to get another extra lap of fuel in here. We'll have to see what happens. Benson's due, folks. We've had him win on the platform before, but he is due. Long way to go. Get Coulter Jr. there to work with. You've got Anthony Shook there. If he's looking for a Ford, he's got John Ross in the 44 out front. Maybe try to find his own bit of a race pace. Hard fights for the yes. Yes, I agree. 67. Anthony Shook back there. He'll put it 3 wide, get himself back out front. But Henson has his way. Don't call it too soon. Don't call it too soon. Don't say in the bag. We'll say he's got a really good shot, because if we say it's in the bag, and we don't want to give him that commentator curse. You know what I mean? We don't want to do that. No commentator curse. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Don't give him the curse. Don't give him the curse, folks. All right, here we go. Green flag pit stops will be in effect here. Final stage coming up. And a race has been, this has been a great race. It's been fantastic. 3 wide, about 5 laps to go in the stage has been epic. But now the tables have turned. Now is where you're going to have to figure out where you need to be for your green flag pit stops, how calm it's going to be, and how collective can it be. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. How about it? Start, restart zone coming up. Green flag is about to wave. .34.75 being completed. We'll need to get about 35 laps to go, or 36 laps to go on the stage. 3 wide, 4 wide coming out. Now about back to 3 wide. Coulter Jr. to the middle. Sammy Benson in second behind the 44. There's 3 wide. As right now, Coulter says, let's go. Koblenz right there to the outside. Big pitch in the middle right there. Koblenz and Robert Church trying to go to the front. And that's a rock and a hard spot right there as Robert Church has the double lot. They're 3 wide on the outside already. Too soon for this one. 6 to the bottom. 01 right there with him. 67, big shove. Here comes Anthony Shook. Not quite clear, as you think that Robert Church might want to watch that second lane. They've been 3 wide for a hot minute here. Anthony Shook, big shove. There goes Stryker up to the top. Pulls the one with him. Robert Church until the outside. Trying to side draft his way. Holy, ever-loving holy. Coulter Jr. Single file now on the bottom, about 5 back. Stryker with a big shove coming to him. Here comes Coulter Jr., one of the best out there. Featured driver Chris Roberge is going to be in 15th, up 15. Now 14, 7, 75 goes to the outside. 5 of John Hammond. Or 75 of John Hammond pulls the chute right there, and now the outside lane working together. Nobody there to work with Robert Church, and that breaks up quickly. He drops to the bottom. He's going to be behind the 70. Good chance to move. John Ross, Sam Benson on the bottom side. Stryker's going to go to second now here to the outside. Coulter Jr. in tow as they go double file from the lead. Brian Rayburn puts it 3 wide on the outside once again. Coulter Jr. second lane trying to tie up one. It's right back to the back bumper. Right now the inside lane choking up. Middle lane not really holding on very well. Here's John Hammond pushes the 74 to the outside. 3 wide again. 6 up to block. Turns the 44. 6 up the... Oh, man. Come on now. Sammy Benson goes around. So does the 44. The race leader gets hooked. Stryker becomes your race leader. Caution comes out. Holy everything. What just happened? Sammy involved. That was huge. Now we have to go back and check on everybody. Man. Lots of scrolling here, folks. Lots of scrolling. Here it is. I'm not quite sure what caused Sam to go to the outside here. Sammy Benson here. We're going to look, though. We'll go far chase view. But yeah. Sam behind the 44 here. He might have just been trying to cool off. He gets into the trial, which is one of the slickest areas of the racetrack. Big run for the 88 here. He goes, the 6 goes to the outside, and the 1 has a big shot. Like, the 1 in the 88 had momentum. The 6 just kind of made the move too slow. You know what I mean? Right about here is when Benson, if he sees this run coming, he needs to already be in that lane. And right now he's making it too slow. Nothing. The 88 and the 1. The 88 tries to go to the second lane to go around, and then a big check up. It's just the way it goes. Sam into the 44, made the move too late, and then tried to help correct it, and then all of a sudden, chaos. Dun dun dun. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oop, hold on. There's 47. Oh, the 98 into the 01. A lot of people driving down to the bottom. Man, oh man. It was a bad move. Do I think that's on Sam Benson's fault? I think it is. I as much as I hate to call him out like that or say that, I think Sam made the move too soon. The 88 and the 1 are the 88's being shoved on the outside lane. He made the move too slow. If he was going to make the move and go to the lead or try to go to the lead in front of Stryker or go up there and try to pull out that spot, he should have been able to make that. He should have made the move sooner. I'm sorry that you disagree. I've called races on iRacing and in real life for a long time. It's just a matter of opinion. It's all it is. It's an opinion. I'm just a commentator. That's what it is. It's what I do. And the way that I saw it, that's how I saw it. I went back and showed you. It does. It happens. He's got a fast repair. Guess what? He's back in the mix. He can go back out there and do it again. I think he has a fast repair. Oh, no. Did he use it? No, he's got a fast repair. His truck's fixed. He's just getting some water. Maybe getting a little damage taken care of. I don't know. He's still out there. He's still got an opportunity. All these drivers still have an opportunity. 44 getting some stuff work done. Hopefully he didn't use it. Hopefully he didn't use the fast repair and didn't have to tow. Donnie having to jump to pit road. A lot of drivers out of this one. Late into the 22 coming off pit road. John Ross is coming off of pit road now. Caffrey there as well. Joe Thompson, Sam Benson coming out. He actually didn't take that much damage. Everybody else behind him did. So a chance he probably was able to save the fast repair. You see a left front quarter panel right there, kind of broken down. We're missing the point here. We're missing all the points. And one of the big points that I'm missing is that Chris Roberge is our featured driver of the week. And we're talking a lot about Sam Benson, but it's not Sam Benson's week. That guy's weak. Holy cow. It was a big wreck. Started at the front. Stryker with nowhere to go. That's what it was. And he's being pushed with a head of steam on the back straightaway. That's just coming out of a straightaway onto the front straightaway. That's insanity. Bears featured driver of today's race. Guy behind the scenes, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Stryker, Rayburn, Hammond, Koblenz, Retch, and Pettit. That'll be your top three rows on the restart here. As Balsamo, Shook, McRae, Whitehead will be right there, 5 deep. Kobe Hartelling back here off 3. Biggest mover of the race right now. Anthony Shook back up to 23, up to the 8th spot. Strickland ready to go. Rayburn on the outside. Hammond, teammates all in a stretch. Koblenz going to be there to the outside. Start restart zone. Green flag is about to fly. Going at it. Ryan Rayburn out front. Striker's going to be in second. On the bottom side is Daniel Kovlitz and Adam Pettit will be there in row number 2. Tell you what, Pettit trying to make some things happen there with the double lot. Ford shoving the Chevys around. Chevy's kind of everywhere. First Toyota in the mix is going to be James McRae in the 71 here. Little Dr. Pepper remix happening. Aaron Smith trying to work his way to the front here after sitting in the back for quite a while. Going to have Sam Benson with him to the backside. If Sam is going to have anybody to follow, it's going to be the winningest driver in the series. 6 wins on the series. Aaron Smith trying to make some things work for himself after taking a lot of patience. And being patient, now he has to get himself in position. 30 laps to go this next time by. As we see a lot working in the favor. Ryan Rayburn working in the favor. The drivers are going to be able to run the outside lane. But it kind of has to be short-lived. You literally can't run. You can't run 3 wide the entire race and not be able to get down. 1, you have to get down for pit stops. 2, you have to get down for position. 3 wide every once in a while is great racing. And I tell you what, they've been able to hold on to it and doing a great job. And they're doing it all at the right times. I think maybe a lap or 2 too soon, but they've been able to do it at the right times. Aaron Smith trying to pass everybody on the outside. Right now, Sam Benson trying to go with it. Sam able to get the truck fixed as much as he could, but I tell you what, he's got another great driver behind him. Cam Dario getting the win last week. He's going to go up with Aaron Smith. Cockpit view on board the 51 of Cam Dario. He's about to see some chaos. Third lane, fast moving. McRae leads the charge to the high side, pulls the 70 with him. There goes Sam Benson back with him. Got to work with the drivers for quite a while, folks. Something about Super Speedway Racing. You might want to be able to get yourself to the front, but you're going to have to work with somebody. A big game of leapfrog. It's fun. It is kind of fun. You really have to remember that there's a whole lot more race left to go, especially we're not even to the 25 lap to go mark yet. And they are picking up 88.74. It's like the shaking up a champagne bottle. At some point, this thing is going to go kaput. And a big kaput is going to happen. Thank you, folks, for the likes out there. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for the thank you, Big Ben, for the super chat. I appreciate you. That's a big celebration for you there. Thought I could put it up there and do it. Making it look easy right now. Yes, they are. Now it's to the point where I think teammates are trying to get together, and that's one of the things that I'm seeing here. Is that some of the teammates are starting to get together. But right now, lap traffic coming ahead. James McRae, the 71, working on it. One, Coulter to the bottom side. Pit cycle should, well, they just had a caution, so I mean we're looking at 15 laps on it right now. Some of the drivers are out there for 19. If I look at drivers that need to come to pit road, it's going to be Daniel Koblenz. There's Coulter Jr., Donnie Williams. Now 2 laps down. Something happened to what it is. Here's your pit strategy for most of the drivers. Some of the drivers are going to split it. Some of the drivers are going to try to ride. And right now, the 70 came in and topped off again. Some of the drivers came in on 39, like Kroger right back here. Kroger came in on 79 or on 39, and it's going to try to make it to 31 laps. It's just not. It's not feasible. I think the pit cycle, last I checked, and correct me if I'm wrong. If you folks know better, what I remember of it is about 26 to 28 laps. That's pretty much all you get. 30 at the most if you're riding in the draft. Anything more than that on a 2.6 mile long track here at Talladega, it really does. It really comes down to trying to save at the end. Now Daniel came in on 16. That's the double out right here. He's going to need to come to pit road fairly soon. 25 laps to go. Brought to you by Admin Box. AdminBox.com. Use Shop Shop as a reference here and take care of this league by being a part of them. Why the ad? Let's just race. Are you watching an ad on YouTube? Before to go, Adam Pettit on the second lane, James McRae to the backside right here. There's the 70 going. Monetization is turned on, folks, on YouTube. Kind of have to. That's how we make it. And there is monetization on YouTube. I am a YouTube partner, so I'm part of the YouTube partner program. So if you're watching an ad on YouTube, then sorry about that. It should only be on the replays. Also, these leagues have sponsors, so I try to shout out their sponsors. So if you're talking about the admin box stuff, that's on them. That's for the league. That's for them to be able to pay their bills. So these drivers have somewhere to race. 7:01, 77 on the outside. First driver off the lead lap's going to be Nathan Biggert here. He's trying to push himself forward. Nathan is a couple of laps down here. We'll see where he's going to cycle out after everything. Yes. You must keep it family friendly, folks. Folks, I have no problem getting rid of people. Keep it family friendly. This is what this is supposed to be. A family friendly podcast. I'm definitely a family-friendly podcast or broadcast or iRacing commentation. I can just disable the comments and we can go from there, folks. Just keep it family-friendly, please. Keep it PC. Pettit, Strickland, Koblenz, McRae, Hammond, Smith, Retchen, Caffrey, Rayburn. That'll be exactly what it is. Pettit in the second lane, 71 of James McRae there as well. Stryker runs that bottom side, has his teammate behind him, 75, 76. Everybody trying to work together, 21 laps to go. Ooh. 70 now left without the group that he helped push forward. 49 to the bottom side, has the Toyota behind him. Ford Toyota lead on the bottom side. Chevy surrounding. Stefan Salas there in the Ford, next Ford in line. They're doing a great job. It is a great race. These guys are doing a phenomenal job. Wesley Straight back here, still blinking a little bit. Joe Thompson, big shove behind Coulter Jr. Coulter completing lap 51. Donnell Williams back here as well. Drivers peeled off to pit road as pit road cycles. 4 drivers there. Oh! Somebody looked like they drove in deep there, was almost into the wall, but they did a great job. Aaron Smith to the lead here in the second lane. Around the back straightaway. 20 laps to go. Green flag pit cycles. Striking it out. More drivers looking to try to settle in here and get themselves down to pit lane. 194 miles an hour down to the pit road speed limit of 60 miles an hour. It's big runs. 76 in the middle lane. More drivers might be deciding to peel off here. Robert Church leaving pit lane. So is Roberge. Drivers coming out of pit lane early. Adam Pettit near to the bottom side. McRae right behind. Rayburn doing a great job with the 70 here. I'm sorry, with the 7 here. And then the 74 has a good outside line run. Has Biggert up there with him. Roscoe trying to hold on to the outside lane. Here's a look from Roscoe's point of view and what he's got going on. Oh, into the wall. Caution. And the timing on that was perfect. Caution comes out here. The drivers will cycle around. Here's a look. It was, I don't think he had anywhere to go. Similar situation, 76, 70 right there. Let's take a look. A little far. Chase, there we go. 76 and the 70 right there. Big shove. Bump, bump. And then the 74 of Brian Rayburn up on the high side here. Let's go to Brian Rayburn right here. Go to the chase view. Bring out the old Rona Rooney. Let's go up here and look. Ryan's running the third lane, and we know that this can go 4 wide. We've seen it go 4 wide time and time again. One of the big things that I see about right here is the 76 is running his second lane. He comes up into the 74 a little bit right there. 70 able to go around. So Retchen, Roscoe, nowhere to go. The 01, nowhere to go. Gets into the 31, and all of a sudden, just Cam down here on the bottom. Yep. It is what it is. Here it is. Sammy on the bottom side, able to get the truck worked on. So all the drivers who needed fuel had some green flag pit stops there, and drivers who were on there completing their green flag pit cycles, well, here they go. John Hammond was just on pit road. And I think Hammond and Stryker are going to take over the lead here. Pettit leaving pit road. Kind of curious. We'll see what happens here. Coulter should be able to get a free pass here. So will Donnell Williams. Well, Donnie came to pit road, actually. But Coulter will be free pass truck. John Ross on pit road. Actually, Coulter should have been your lucky dog. Coulter, first driver off the lead lap. Donnell Williams right there with him, 31-32. Kelly, yeah. What's up, Kelly? He is. 84 is blinking bad. I mean, 89. 89 is blinking bad. Let's see, 84 shouldn't be. Hey, I don't think 84 is in there. Yeah, Wes is having some issues. It's Morse code. Sometimes I get lucky. That was good timing. That was really good timing. But Wes has just got Morse code going on. That's it. John Hammond, your race leader, will restart up here. Took right sides only, got some fuel. Stryker taking right sides and fuel. Roberge going to restart fourth here. Tires and fuel. Leroy kept it on 52. The rest of these drivers, I'm sorry, Daniel kept it on 52. Anthony Shook kept it on 58. And everybody else kept it on 58. Robert Church kept it on 55. Every time I pit the first group, it never worked. So, when I, yeah, they did. They came in. They came out as the first group. When they came in as the first group, they came out as the drivers on the lead lap. They pitted from roughly about 15th, and now find themselves out front. I mean, now don't get me wrong. There's still a lot of racing left to go. I believe the one's going to get the free pass here, so Coulter should get. He is. He's going to be one lap down now. They did a great job coming to pit road. And I tell you what, green flag pit stops at Talladega are awesome to watch. Not only on the simulator, but also in real life. It's just incredible. Just incredible. How's he doing? I'm trying to keep him calm. I've been wanting to pull him up, and I'm like, I don't know if I should. It's give him a little. Chris, you're restarting outside second row, buddy. How do you feel? All right, well, you're one of the best pushers out there. Good luck on the restart. I know that you got a lot riding on this one. Good luck. Keep the truck clean. That's Chris Roberge, folks. Let me throw him back down. He's got John Hammond in front of him. We'll ride along with him here for a moment. See what he goes. Cautions brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. He's a good buddy of mine. He'll take you fishing out there in the Chesapeake Bay area. So if you're in Virginia, go ahead and go to facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. Give him a guided fishing tour. He'll take you out, show you a good time. It'll be a ton of fun. Mission 22 Veterans Family Community. This is what my driver cam is all about. This is what the spotlight is all about. Mental health and mental awareness, folks. So keep each other safe, cool, calm, and collected. How about it? Pitter patter, let's get at her. Final 16, make it 15 laps to go. Green flag racing once again. Big shove. Pulled the 98 on the outside. 75 did a great job on the push there. 8 of Strickland to the bottom side. It's going to be able to push the 49. Adam Pettit's a great driver as well. You see a lot of these names. There's a lot of talent here. Everybody doing great. How about this? 27 drivers on the lead lap. Biggert having to serve a black flag here. Wesley Street blinking just a little bit here. Nathan Biggert into pit lane. Going to make his final pit stop here. But I think also serving, like I said, serving that black flag. So he might have an opportunity. This thing, I mean, think about how many cautions Talladega actually has in the NASCAR circuit. And these trucks are doing a great job. 5 cautions over the 75 laps. For 15 laps, they've ran a lot of green flag laps. They've doing 3 wide. Stryker drop in here, having to come to pit lane, serving a black flag himself. Whoa. Hammond out front. Roberge to the bottom. Koblenz there to the outside. McRae trying to make it work. 98, 75. Hammond trying to go for a win here. Big shove. Roberge trying to get to the back bumper. These drivers try to go places. And I tell you what, Roberge doing everything he can. Everybody bailing on the bottom side. Try to go up to the high side here. 14 laps to go. Koblenz trying to lead here. Thank you, sir. Speeding, yes, sir. I think it was a pit road exit violation, I'm pretty sure. Stryker had a drive-through. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, he had to do a drive-through. That's what he had to do. So he's going to lead pit lane here. He's going to need some good luck. Throw a blanket over the top 20. They're all within a second. Devin Asuna back here. How about these apples? 3 wide already. Down the back straightaway up on the high side. 7 of Roscoe Koblenz trying to make it work. There is the 10 of Isaac Balsamo trying to make his life a little bit easier as they get into turn 3 and 4. Isaac thought he was clear for a moment there. Got a little dicey in the middle, and these trucks become freer and freer as the race goes on. And if you're stuck in the tunnel, which is in that middle lane, it can be very, very much a rough go about it right now. How about it? Turned in front of the field. 0-1. Big one happens, and they're going to wreck, and they're all going to blink because too much is going on. Holy cow. Wow. Roberge, your race leader right now. That was bigger because of I was selected a driver who started blinking, makes the whole field blink. And I'm like, no, caution once again here, folks. Oy. The GPU, all the GPUs went crazy. Mine went crazy. There was so much debris happening. Man. All right. There's the 98 and the 75 here. So the 75's on the outside. Let's take a look at this one. That's going to be John Hammond here. So good, a good misfortune. A good thing for Stryker. He's going to be able to catch back up here. But here's the 75. He gets stuck here, and then 75 went to go around the double lot here. So the double lot comes down, clears the 75. 75 gives him a bump and is able to clear. And 75 decides, that's John Hamm, decides to go up the racetrack here. And then 71 goes there, and that's just bad hooking there. And then there's all the blinking. Hold on. Does Caffrey have a good view out of this? He does. Watch all this blinking. How does Perth, Australia have the best connection? And right now he's just driving Miss Daisy. That's Carnage. That is Carnage. I'm at the front again. Look at that. Coming around, it's going to be John Ross. We'll be back on the lead lap. Big crash. Yeah, that was insane. Everybody was blinking. There was very few drivers that weren't blinking there. Nothing I could do about that one. Yes. Everybody, slight disclaimer. You have an issue with flashing lights. That might not have been good for you. We'll see. Sam did not use his fast repair earlier. And now Sam has a brand new truck. So he's good to go. Something we kept up with on that one. Roberge is good. Roberge should be good. He's out front. He missed all of that. He was able to go to the get around. So from the back to the front. I got to talk to him again. Now it's a little bit easier. Now I can talk to you without all the pressure other than you're leading. Tell me what's going on here, man. You've got a good thing going. Tell these folks what your plan is here on the restart.
Have a good start, but I'm not going to get myself ahead. I don't want to get a freight train, so I'm just going to stick very close until it hits green, and I'm gone. Hopefully I get in front of John, and hopefully John will push me to the win.
Well, you got a lot of defending to happen here. You took a lot of hits early, but you've been able to do pretty good. It looks like you're out there trying to have some fun. You going to choose the outside lane on the restart here?
Yep. Outside
Like it.
line is a little faster than the inside.
I like to hear it. All right, my man. Good luck on the restart here. I know you got your hands full, and it's far from over. Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
It's from Ayers there, folks. Man, oh man. Driving like he owns it. 1639 on the I rating, 2.56 safety rating. These drivers, a lot of the drivers are between, I mean, our lowest I rated drivers, somewhere around the 270. Highest I rated driver, 5812. So think about it in this form of fashion. We have drivers running this well together, in an I rating scale that is, what is the SOF? Let's see what the strength of field is real quick, if I can do that before we go back to green here. Oh, I don't have it loaded on this one. I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you at the end. But think about it that way, folks. I mean, you got drivers out here of all kinds of different skill levels, and they're all having a great time, and they're running very well together. How about it when we go back to green flag racing? We're going to be under 10 laps to go here, and the insanity is about to just continue. Right now, we still got 26 cars on the lead lap. These cars going to dive in. Joe Thompson, next eligible for a lucky dog. Nathan Biggert, trying to compete for that as well. Coulter Jr., a couple of laps down, still trying to work on it as well. Donnell Williams in 31st. I don't know what happened to those guys. They were up there running very well together. We'll see what happens. 9 laps to go at the line. Green flag racing. The 5 of Roberge needed to be up there. Somebody leaving pit road right now. There's Nathan Biggert here looking for the lucky dog spot. Double hot of Daniel Koblenz. It's going to be on the bottom side here. I'm not quite sure. I think he was coming out of pit road. Maybe just getting the truck. Oh, he had to get the truck worked on. So you know what? He's at least going to be able to stick with the draft here for a little bit. They're just now getting up to speed. We'll see what happens. Hammond on the bottom. Roberge on the top. Leroy trying to push a little bit of the bottom side. Robert Church has got no rear bumper to be able to try to get back up to the 98. A lot of ground to be lost here. And Roberge is going to have to try to side draft his way forward, try to get himself a little bit more room. 42, 75, 98 on the outside, 66 on the inside, 47, 88. Caffrey trying to go places. Stryker had to serve a penalty just a few short laps ago. Finds himself all the way back up here inside the top 10. Matt says, never give up. You are not wrong. You guys said it earlier. Never give up. Never quit. That's the way it goes. Whoa, 47 to the outside. Big drive off on the outside. Brandon Bledsoe made a huge aggressive move to the outside. And that's not something you want to see in front of you as a truck driver here. 88 had to avoid. Now the 47 stuck in a rock and hard spot. Was not clear there for the 22. Seven laps to go. Coulter Jr. Oh, they're wrecking on the bottom side. Wrecking in the back. 2 involved. Donnell Williams gets smacked upside the head. He got skadooshed like you wouldn't believe. 01 involved. Caution back out. Man, Cam Dario involved in that as well. They were just now starting to get interesting. Right there's the 70 and the 51. A big checkup on the bottom side. Anthony Shook got right into the back bumper of the 67. Watch this right here. Checkup here. Checkup, throttle checkup. 3 checkup, 67 runs him over. And then boom, boom. Everybody trying to avoid Thompson, who spent 31 minutes getting that truck repaired just to get taken out here for another spot. He's in 32nd or 33rd. 51. Cam Dario. It nailed on that one. That smacked Watch this from the cockpit point of view. Man. Donnie on that caution. I think now finally used his fast repair. Here's a look. Donnie actually didn't get hit near as hard as I thought he did. I mean, he got rear-ended pretty roughly. Did all right. He still got some damage. I thought maybe he had a fast. He just got a good-looking truck. Maybe that's what it is. John Hammond, your race leader here. Roberge will restart third. Leroy Koblenz will be in second. Carlton Henry in fourth. Right now, we just got to wait for the dust to settle. Lots of fast repairs out of the books. We go back to green flag racing here. Look at it now, 6 laps to go. Right now, 26 drivers on the lead lap. James McRae coming off pit road, 71 right there with him. I tell you what, they can stay on the lead lap. That's exactly what's going to happen. Nathan Biggert coming to pit road here. He's going to get the truck worked on just a little bit more. Windshield tear off. You saw that come off. Michael Caffrey's going to be leaving pit road. He's doing a great job, too. He's not a fan of super speedways, but he's a good road course racer. 74 and 21st, Cam Dario. Got a fast repair. Took care of it. Did he take a fast repair? Hold on. We're checking the right front. Yeah, sure did. Oh, he's got one of the older model paint schemes. All good. It's all good. Nathan Biggert working on it. Coulter Jr. would be your lucky dog. He's one more lap. He's one more. I mean, when we go back to green flag racing, we'll have 3 laps to go. And it will be... You almost have to play it safe for like 2 laps and then send it. I mean, I'd say play it safe. Not even Coulter's 2 laps down, sorry. I wouldn't say play it safe. I mean, 3 laps to go. You're going to have the lap getting up to speed, lap of carnage, and then the finish. Man. Folks, anybody has a shot to win it. I know we got some fans of Sammy out there. Who else do you think has a shot to win it here? Who surprised you the most? Actually, Anthony Shook going from the back to the front like 17 times. That's what I've seen. He's one of the drivers that has surprised me a lot as well. Brandon Bledsoe has been able to hold a line. He's just been off on the wall a little bit. John impresses me every week. We'll have to see what happens on the tail end of this one, though. I would not want to be leading right now. Not at all. Hammond is due for a win, period. And in order for him to make the playoffs, he's going to have to win. Again, 6 drivers in the playoffs right now. Or 5 drivers. 4 drivers. Sorry, 4 drivers. I'm counting backwards. 6 wins for Aaron Smith. 4 drivers in the playoffs right now on wins, and that's the way the points look. And Hammond's right under the cutoff line, so he needs a good finish here. 75-42. 98-66, 88-5, 54, 45, 14, 22. With the drivers on the restart, then the 49 and the 45, 8, 6, 47. All right there in that mix. Anybody has a chance. Everybody has a shot. It's Talladega. And they are ready to go back to green flag racing here. This has been a chug fest for these drivers here at the Super Speedway. I could have done more to probably combat some of the skipping if there is some skipping. Big apology. 98, big shove. 42 out to try. Striker goes to third. 42 with no help from the 5 behind. 42 to drop in line. Caution. Green, white, checkered coming up. James McRae, Colby Hartung having an issue here. Here, take a look. Well, that was Colby Hartung. Something happened to Colby. What happened to Colby here? Back up. Colby pushing the 54 here on the start. The 5 comes down. That's Robert Church. Right there. Wasn't clear. And I'm not sure if the 45 turned it down. 45 got to the back bumper. No, 5 went to turn down. And then Colby Hartung with a hard hit to the wall, and then Alex Thompson, add insult to injury, he can't get away from people. He just, poor guy. He's just out here running. 01 goes around him. He's got the truck all fixed up. Second caution, he backs it down. He goes to low, goes low, goes low, goes low, and then just cannot avoid. He's just following the drivers in front of him, try to avoid it. Colby Hartung with a hard lick, and then another hard lick. Man. Not happy with the yellow. I'm not happy either, but a green, white, checkered coming up. Sam up to 9th. You're looking for your drivers here, folks. Let's throw it back on the telemetry there for you up on the top. There's the ticker. Roman Hammond and Strickland should claim the wrecks they caused. And again, they have. Here's the thing about the league, folks. And we don't complain about drivers. We don't talk ill about the league. We don't do any of that stuff. That's not what this is about. This is about calling a race. Hammond and Strickland, if they cause a wreck, they'll get the points penalized even after the fact. Again, you got to remember they have a race review, and everything is handled in their Discord within the admins. Don't put it out there on the channel. Don't put it out there on my channel. They pay me for a service, and that service is here to call a race fair and impartial. Earlier, whenever Hammond got made that move, I said the same thing there. That's when I said that was an ugly move. That was when Hammond was right there. When I think it was the 00 was right there. They kind of came together right there. That was an ugly move. Was Hammond at fault? That's not for me to determine. Just like when the six had made that move, do I think he should have made the move sooner? Absolutely. Do I think he was at fault? It's not up for me to decide. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to everybody. I don't put blame on anybody. I'm here to call a race and call it as fair as possible. Because I don't care who wins. Literally don't care who wins. Oh, I don't wish that evil upon you, Pops. I don't wish that evil upon you. I really don't. Owning the league is it's tough business. These guys have been doing it right. They really have. From everything that I've seen, they've been doing it right. Very, very happy to be able to be a part of helping their league grow as much as it has. And you know what? All these drivers are doing a great job. It's a super speedway, and if anybody's mad about super speedway racing, then they shouldn't have raced today. Same thing in like racing Martinsville. If you get mad at racing Bristol or Martinsville or any of these short tracks where cautions are frequent, you shouldn't have been racing that racetrack. No reason to get mad when you're out there just trying to do it. For the most part, everybody has made the right call. It's any caution that has happened here has just been either a checkup or it's been just a mistake happening in the front or in the very back. Been a great race. This has been great Super Speedway Racing, 3 wide throughout the entire race. Even whenever I'm like, don't do it, that's when they do it the best. Hammond, Roberge, Strickland, Koblenz, 42. There, Leroy's gonna have to have a big shove here. Reminder: the drivers cannot change lanes before the start-finish line. What are the league rules here? So the start and the restart is going to be on the race leader. Starts and restarts on the race leader here at the Super Speedway. Our restart zone not in effect when it comes to the iRacing rules, but you still got to wait for the 75 to go. $75, 98. Start, restart zone. Green, white, checkered attempt coming up. Good restart for Hammond and Strickland. Roberge in third. They slide up the racetrack. I believe they usually have one green, white, checkered attempt. But it's a super speedway. I don't know if they changed that at all. Hammond, caution, big caution. Whitehead involved. Holy cow. Ah, we're having another one. All right. This one happened, Brandon Bledsoe in the 47 back here. Lot still happened there, folks. Here we go. Oh, man, I was in front of him. Bledsoe slowed way up. That's Krober in the 42 and the 45. All right, our chase on the 8 here. Big bump. They had to avoid right there, but they were in the start-finish line. 42's right there. 42 stuck 3 wide here. I wonder if he missed it. Somebody missed a gear. I'm not quite sure. Oh, 42 up into the 8. 45 involved. 22. 3. 77. There's where all the blinking happens. 45 involved. 01, 14, 7. Double out on the bottom side. I want to go back to the green flag, though, because I'm not quite sure. And this was right up here. This happened with a 42. It's Leroy Koblenz right here. 75, green flag, they go. 88 go together. They're teammates. 98 didn't have the timing. 42 was right there waiting for the... Oh, 98 tried to... I don't know what happened with the 98, but he had the 42, had something going on there. Maybe a wrong gear, just a bad start, and then that all happened. 21 drivers on the lead lap. John Ross still working on the truck. Brandon Bledsoe out of the race. Caffrey on pit road. Lucky Dog. Coulter. Michael Coulter Jr. will be your lucky dog. Dan, no Twitch. Because of Twitch's new policy on multi-streaming, no Twitch, my man. I switched over to kick.com/signature esports. So we're switching over to Kick. We're getting Kick rolling. Trying to move our 700 plus followers over there for the iRacing stuff. I will do my private streams or like my personal gaming streams on Twitch because I want everybody to be able to hang out still. All the cool things like that. Let's ask Roberge. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
All right, restart. The restart back there. What happened? The timing on the restart just seemed like it was not there in the 42. You in the 42 kind of had a big checkup right there.
Yeah, I had a wrong gear and then I was trying to switch it quickly, and then that's what happened. And that's what happened. I got the wrong gear. This time I got the right gear now before I start. I have enough fuel to do this now, so I'll be able to get going.
Gotcha, man. All right, my man. Well, good luck on the restart, and hopefully we'll get to be able to get this one rolling all the way to the end.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Well, there's a green white checker, so wherever another yellow, and where the position we are at, we're done.
Well, we want to see you do a great job. All right, good luck on the restart.
Thank you.
That's Chris Roberge. He's the 98. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. It's what happened. It's what happened. He told you. He grabbed the wrong gear. That's what it looked like. What it looked like. I wondered. 75, 88, 98, 66. This is the final attempt at the race, folks. Final attempt at green, white, checkered. Folks were worrying about fuel. Well, I mean, they're close, but got a couple of cautions. Just a couple. But the racing's been good, and when it comes to these kinds of things, we know that cautions breed cautions, and right now, somebody is going to win this race. Somebody is going to pull the Ricky Bobby. If you're not first, you're last. Hammond, Strickland, Roberge, Hendry, Schroeder, Pettit, Benson, Smith, Lathan, Retchen. That's going to be your top 10 on the restart here. Folks, don't do it. He'll own up to it. If he's deemed a penalty, he'll get a penalty. That's the way the league works, folks. 75, 98, 88, 54, 66, 88. Gonna have to find the timing here. 98 all over the back bumper of the 75, ready to shove. He's already there. Restart zone coming up. Closest restart we've seen. Green flag. 98 through the gears. 75 out front. John Hammond trying to pull the drivers to him. 2 laps to go in the 75 lap affair. Hammond to the bottom side. Benson to the bottom. 88 to the outside. 98 to the bottom side. Roberge to the very bottom. Benson to the middle. Hammond down the block. Hammond covering 3 lanes of traffic. Hammond hasn't won in ages. 6 to the bottom side. They're going to need a white flag here for this to take another lap. 88 stuck in the middle. 70 to the outside. 49 there with him. Hammond, Benson coming around into the quad oval, into the tri-oval. Wall tap for the 76 all over the back bumper. 76 there with the 88. Big shot for Benson. 75 to the lead. 6, big shove on the bottom side. White flag waves. Final lap here at Talladega Super Speedway. Chevy's on the high side. Hammond, Strickland, 1-2. Gretchen there to the middle lane. Nobody 3 wide just yet. Out of the corner, who's going to have it? Sam Benson to the bottom side. Has to commit. Where is he going to go? Strickland, Gretchen. Almost neck and neck. Hammond to the bottom side. Strickland, Gretchen, Smith, side by side. Benson to the bottom side, turns the 75. Stryker comes around. Strickland on the straightaway. He's going to have it. They're wrecking behind. Strickland, Pettit, Lathan. That'll be your top 3. Wesley straight to 4th. Blinking all race. He finishes 4th. Hammond had it. Hammond had it. They had it. Michael Strickland's going to come around and celebrate here at Talladega. Phoenix, Arizona native. It does. It bites for Hammond. I agree that he was there. Benson was there. And a chance for celebration with the Tonka truck. I think he was trying to burn. I don't know if he was trying to burn out or what he was trying to do there, but real quick. There's that white flag. Here's the last lap once again. Far chase here. I want to ride along with Sam Benson here because Sammy, they were in tow here to have the finish. I mean, I know you're going for a win. It's a long front stretch. I want to watch what happens here. Big shot for Retchen. Retchen did a great job here. Pushing the 88. And then, pushed him free. He went down to the bottom. Oh, man. Oh, and they were wrecking behind him. So that's what happened to Sam. Sam saw the lane, and he had the momentum. He kind of pushed him out to where he did. Sam had a great run right there. Not going to knock that out of him. Stryker did a phenomenal job. Stryker is talking tough. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You can't be mad about the finish of that race, folks. It was a good finish. And I mean a good finish. A really good finish. Man, oh man. Here's your race results. We take a look at the finishing order here. That's your qualifying results. Race results. There it is. Stryker wins it here. Retchin's going to finish second. Pettit's going to finish third. Lathan Straight, Whitehead, Dario. This is according to iRacing, folks. This isn't according to me. iRacing has it all that way. So Wesley Straight finishes inside the top 5. Whitehead, Dario, Biggert, McRae, Koblenz. That'll be your top 10. John Ross, Aaron Smith. Roberge finishes in 13th. Rayburn, Church, Balsamo, Benson, Hendry. That'll be your top 18 drivers. Down the rest of your race results. Thompson, Joe Thompson finishes in 20th. Coulter rebounds to 21st, a lap down. So a great job by Coulter for sticking it out. He gained a few more spots, so that's going to be beneficial when it comes to trying to make sure that his points continue to move forward in that forward progress. He's the guy I would have pegged to be a winner here as well. Colby Hartung finishes in 23rd. TJ Krober in 28th. And then down the rest of it, Alex Thompson finishes in 33rd. Is how it goes. Let's try to talk to these guys. Let's talk to the legend here. Mr. Michael Strickland wins the Tonka Tough Challenge here. Your teammate was on the bottom side. There was a lot happening going to the end, going to the finish. You had the outside lane. Dude, everything worked out. We talked about it yesterday, how things worked out yesterday. Today, again, working out just great for you. Walk me through this one.
It was an up and down day. The truck was good. It was good. It would run the bottom, run the top. It would get hot real quick behind other drivers. So it was key to make sure that you'd be able to peak and get a little cold air, cool the truck down. There at a point, I got a black flag. I had to jump to the back, and I thought my night was over. We got a couple late cautions, which allowed me to cycle back to the front. Then I actually got confused. I thought the white flag was the checkered flag. And I was basically congratulating John when Adam started to push me on that high side. And I was like, all right, well, I guess we're going here. And I just held it. And really, it's Adam. He's the one that deserves the win. He just stuck to my bumper, never got off, and I feel horrible for John because sentimental favorite. We really wanted him to get it. It just didn't pan out today.
I was looking at the race results, and I'm seeing how SDK kind of climbed things out. I was like, well, there's a lot happening toward the end of that race where everybody's just trying to make moves, try to find their pace. This is such a big racetrack that you almost feel invincible in these trucks.
I don't know about invincible. I mean, you feel invincible because you can suck up to everybody. You feel faster than everyone, but everybody's basically the same. We're on par with each other. It's just a matter of when you make the move and if you can miss the accidents and you got that friend there at the end, which it just panned out for me today. It was just more luck than anything else, to be honest with you.
It was a great race. Lots of movement. Lots of movement.
There was a lot. We were 3-4 wide multiple times throughout that race, and I'm so proud of these guys. Everybody did excellent. We had a couple cautions there at the end, but you know how these late races go. Once we get close to the stages or it's the end of the race, the heat level rises. So there's a lot of guys that got collected, a lot of real good guys that got collected. So I feel bad for them not having a good showing. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. I hope it looked good on the broadcast.
Oh, it did. It was good. It was good. We had to calm people down in chat. It was good.
Oh,
all right,
yeah. No problem. I appreciate it. Thank everybody. And if Ricky's watching, appreciate you.
Ricky was the first person to say something. He congratulated himself. So, Mike, much love, man. Get a victory here. One of those drivers. We talk about the different winners, how many different winners the series has seen, and it's only a matter of time before you got that win, and now it's gonna add to that. Now, I think actually you might take over the regular season points lead based on kind of how things have worked out here. That's huge momentum going in because with Aaron being so dominant with kind of the other tracks, seeing Krober, Pettit, Dario, and now yourself. It's this huge momentum moving forward.
Yeah, definitely a lot of momentum moving forward because now I know I'm locked into the playoffs, so we can kind of just go hard every week in and week out. Maybe we can cut into Aaron's lead if we didn't do it this week.
Tell you what, it was a ton of fun to watch. We got an all-star race next week.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a blast. Make sure everybody shows up.
All right, my man. Give a shout out. So you got a victory here. It was fun.
Okay. I'll make it real quick. Our normal sponsors that are always with us, we appreciate everything. My three sons, we love Sherry. Make sure you go check her out on Facebook. C2 Gaming, Track Racer, the Baller Status Boys. Actually, we had a money payout today. The winner got $20. The second place, $10. Third, $5, and the pole $5. So it was a little payout thanks to the Baller Status guys. And Iracing credits. We just appreciate everybody watching, and I know Ricky was out there rooting for me. We finally got one, Rick.
You know what? You got it at a Super Speedway, which is the toughest in the league to be able to do. So, congratulations once again, Mike. See you next week, man. Dirt racing.
Thank you, sir. See ya.
88 comes home in victory lane. Let's talk to your P2 finisher. Iracing didn't want to acknowledge, or SDK didn't want to acknowledge it at first, but Mark, you finally had your luck turn around. You finished second, and boy, the chaos was what you had to avoid. Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, a lot of chaos today. No, we I don't know. We did all right for a certain stint there, and then yeah, like you said, the chaos ensued.
Well, I tell you what, the first 2/3 of the race through the stages, it was just three wide racing when you didn't want three wide racing, but it was like everybody held their line, and then towards the end there, it was everybody knew it was go time, and you were in a few fishy situations there. I was like, no, Mark, don't do that. and you're just close enough to me that I can be like, no, Mark, don't do that.
Right. Yeah. No, there's definitely a fair share of sticky situations, as you say, and yeah, I put myself in plenty of them for sure.
But you did a great job in this, and sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes it takes getting yourself, putting yourself in a position that you're not comfortable with, and just kind of staying true to, all right, this is where I need to be. I'm going to keep myself here, and that's what I saw of you today. It looked like you were having. I know that I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, I'm being redundant, but it looked like you were having fun. It looked like that's what that was today. Chaos, but it was fun.
Sure, yeah. Controlled chaos, but yeah, fun. Excellent race. Yeah, a few incidents there. Other than that, real fun.
What'd you think when you saw P2 come across the board?
Man, I knew Striker was hung up in the middle, and I made a decision. Let's go. So I jumped down there in the middle, and was lucky that we got one heck of a run, and split them, and yeah, finished 1-2. It's pretty cool.
I like it. Finally, get to talk to you after a minute. You've been the unfortunate recipient of a few things that have kept you out of this top. But I tell you what, it's a good rebounded moment. You got All-Star race next week. What are your plans for the elimination chamber?
Yeah, just go in there and have fun, man. Like you said, this league is so much fun. These guys drive so hard. They push you to the absolute limit every night, and no matter what series, trucks, dirt, whatever. It's just, come out, have fun. It'll be fun.
Great time. Mark, give you shout outs. P2 finished tonight. I'm so glad to talk to you. He's my neighbor
Yes,
from
sir.
about 35 miles away, folks. He lives close. I could throw a paper airplane and it'd get there in about an hour, but it's still there.
Yeah, we're close. But yeah, my three sons, they do our Cup Series, C2 Sports or Gaming with our dirt, and then everything you do. Shout out to you, of course, man. You do an excellent job for us, and we appreciate you so much. All the admins, John, Stryker, they're top notch, and they're second to none. And I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Mark, be good, man. We'll see you.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's Mark Retchin. He's going to be the guy, the myth. He's one of the legends. TJ, thank you for the like, man. I appreciate you. You had a stage, and you had a good race going for you there, man. Thank you for the like, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow earlier too. I did see that. Thank you so much. Last but not least, Well, the guy who has the win of the series finished his third today. It said second across my board, but iRacing said you finished third. Adam, tell me about it, man. It was a good race. It would look like you were having a lot of fun. You did a lot of pushing today.
Yes,
A
I
lot,
did.
a lot of pushing.
That was probably the most pushing that I've done at a plate track in I can't remember. And it was, like you said, it was a lot of fun. This was probably one of the most fun, just races because obviously having the win, there at Atlanta a couple weeks ago just takes the stress off. So I can come to a place like this and I don't have to worry about avoiding the stuff and whatever. If I wreck, I wreck, and I think because of that, I can just, do what I want to do and I think that helps. It's that mindset of, F it, who cares, right? And you can drive the way that you want to drive instead of, trying to be sheltered and whatnot. And obviously that showed today and had a lot of speed in this thing tonight and had a lot of fun.
A lot of the drivers were talking about the trucks overheating, and it seemed like the Super Speedway package has gotten these trucks to be able to do that. Did you see that kind of happen where you had to kind of back your truck off a little bit?
Constantly after about a lap to a lap and a half of just hard pushing, both water and oil temp would be in about the 275 to 282 range.
Ooh.
And I obviously not being a pusher, I don't really know where that envelope is. So every time my iRacing crew chief spotter whatever would say, hey, what's our water temp, I'd look down and immediately get out. And so that's why I'm sure during the broadcast you kind of see that I'm kind of weaving and not in line. It's because I'm trying to get that air on the front of that, and sometimes the people you're pushing don't realize that. And so they're trying to like, oh, he went to the inside, so let me follow him. And it's like, no, get the frick away from me.
We did see that, and I knew that coming into this race, and it's some information I just forgot to kind of relate to the folks out there when folks were kind of moving around a little bit. I did forget that they were talking about it yesterday when they were practicing, that this was that the trucks were just really, really, really heating up, and
Yep.
I knew that iRacing made a change when it came to the tape model of these trucks, which I completely disagree with, and need to go back to the old way of doing things. I don't care if people were slapping out a bunch of tapes and opens and gaining some iRating. That they had to drive the laps. I don't care about that. What I care about is these trucks not overheating on a fixed race, on a fixed setup, on track temp. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, we should not be flirting with that kind of stuff in these kind of setups. But we
not in
are
a fixed setup, a literally fixed iRacing setup.
Yep. Now, the only thing, and this is what, it depends upon what, iRacing built the setup for as far as, outside air temperature, and, is it meant for, like right now, I think the outside air temp for this was like
131, or it was 81, but the track temp was 131. So
yeah. So, I don't know how much, because again, I don't mess with, setup. So I don't know how much, the outside air temperature affects that, but yeah, these things were getting hot after a couple laps, and you'd have to back them off and cool them down. But at the end, it was fun to push, and that's one thing too that I do like about these is these trucks seem to be pretty stable pushing into corners and on corner exit and stuff as long as you're square. We even had a couple instances because of this where the pusher would get pushed, and yeah, it made it a little uncomfortable, but it definitely was something that you could save. Where I know a lot of times like the Cup car, the Xfinity car, you can't do that kind of stuff and get away with it. So it was fun that we were able to do that and kind of beat and bang a little bit more and still be able to keep all four tires underneath us.
I like it. It makes me miss the days of the Gen 6 car. It really does.
Yep.
You could shove those things around this racetrack like you wouldn't believe. Oh, man. Nothing like seeing a Ford and a Chevy lock up and that they're going places.
Yep.
You need the Ford would pass for the win at the end. That's why Fords are so good. By the way, folks, if you didn't know that, old NASCAR before the next gen cars, the Fords win a punch. The reason why the Fords win a bunch is because they push a Chevy with the aerodynamic package that they had. They push a Chevy all the way to the front, and then you'd see a Ford pass at the end. That's how they'd win. Crazy to see, and same concept when it comes to this. You guys, did a great job. This was great racing. I mean, we had cautions at the end because it's Talladega, and that's what happens whenever you start pushing the envelope to the point where there is no there's no more give.
Exactly.
But I tell you what, you did a great job all race long. Congratulations on a P3 finish. It was P2 for a moment there.
Yeah, I thought it was P2, but I go back and watch the replay, and Mark, for some reason, right as like that wreck started, he started blinking and flashing and all that kind of stuff. And then it said third, and I was like, hey, second, third, whatever. You know, I've already got the win. It's not really about points. It's about, being out here with, 30 friends and just having fun. So I'll take a P3.
I wouldn't be mad at it either. I mean, yeah, when all the blinking happened a couple of times. There's just so many particles that iRacing throws at. I think everybody's GPU is cooking today.
Well, and see, that's another thing that I've really noticed is the smoke has a huge effect on my, rendering and all that kind of stuff. And that's why I turn off my like cockpit mirrors, because if you have those on and it tries to pick up smoke, then it's just going to tank. And, obviously, as you know, when your machine is the, reason you start blinking in iRacing, but you don't notice it at, your machine, and, you kind of, hamper others, but, I guess
you know what?
to go buy bigger, better GPUs.
Oh no, I've got a bigger, better GPU, and everybody was blinking for me at one point because just the collision, the particles. My system is meant to handle this, but it's also not meant to handle 24 trucks wrecking at the same time with the new particle effects and all the stuff they have. And plus, I've got everything turned up so everybody can enjoy the experience. Outside of that, it's been it was a great race, and it was great to watch everybody get out there and have some fun. Adam, congratulations once again. Give a shout out to my man P3 finish.
Thank you. Shout out to my wife for taking care of our son tonight so I can come out and race. Greatly appreciate that. My teammates TJ and James, we were gonna work on getting James a win tonight, but obviously that didn't happen. But shout out to them. Shout out to my sponsors, Car Candy, Anything EC, Sean Kozier over there at Sparkle and Shine, coming on board for this season. Greatly appreciate it. Striker, congratulations on getting your first truck win, and you for doing a awesome killer broadcast. I appreciate it.
Always. It's this one was fun. This makes me like Super Speedway Racing today.
Yep, agreed.
Now next week it'll be different.
Yeah, where do we go next week?
Oh, next week's the All-Star race. I'm in control of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm calling it it's at Phoenix. But I think we're going to call it the Elimination Chamber, because that's pretty much what's happening.
Okay.
Remember the old cruising days? If you didn't get past a certain driver, you get eliminated. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Well, that'll be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah. John will have all the information out. He's going to put that stuff out, and we'll have it all worked out for him. All right, my man.
All right, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, buddy.
Always. Adam, the number 49, we call him the Pettit. He's going to be your P3 finisher, doing a great job of doing that. And I want to see if is he busy. Hold on. I want to talk. John, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. I was missing you.
Yeah. I made a mistake there. I shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have went up a little bit there. I was going to try to side drive to slow him down, thinking those guys would follow me, but you left a little bit of a lane open, and he stuck it in there. I looked at the replay. It's bang, bang. What are you going to do? I mean, he got his nose under there. It's either he wrecks me to win. I'm not saying he did that. I'm saying the only option he had was lift and not win, or stay in it and still possibly win. So I don't fault him for it, but it was close. It was close. It could have went either way.
It could have, and honestly, at that given point, he's got somebody on his back bumper too. There's so many things happening at that particular point, but I think a 1-2 finish, or at least a 1-3 finish out of all of that, if he sticks with you. You guys did a great job on the restart there. That was one of the things that I wanted to commend. You almost had it. You were there.
I'm like, dude, they're wrecking all night, man, and I couldn't get another wreck on that last
I know.
green white checker. But that's all right, man. It was a good win for Stryker. We were working together earlier. We were like, oh man, I told him, let's pit now, and he's like, I don't. Why? It's too early. I said, because we don't have to pit with the crowd. We'll pit now, get in, get out, and we can make it the rest of the way. And then when the caution does come out or they have to pit, we're up there. I was banking on the caution. The caution came out. Sure enough, they all pitted. We went cycle to the front, but unfortunately, Stryker got a black flag.
But he was able to make that work. He drove back through the field again.
Yeah.
And was able to get himself back up there. Even with a couple of cautions, he was able to avoid that. That was what was crazy about this one was cautions. A lot of and I didn't take that in consideration. A lot of drivers had to make their trucks breathe after being in the draft for so long, and they're moving around to try to get those trucks to breathe. And we were seeing a lot of drivers, making those contact when it came to those kinds of things. A lot of hard racing, a lot of things that were not necessarily things that I'm used to seeing with super speedways. I could see when the runs were coming, seeing where the drivers are going to make the moves, but today was more about a lot of moving because I think the trucks were just overheating.
The trucks are too evenly powered. They're just. It doesn't matter what track you're at. They're all going to be bunched together, and especially at plate racing, and that's on any car. But I'm not. I mean, am I frustrated? Yeah. But am I going to get to sleep tonight? Yeah. Like I said, I preach it. You get frustrated, you fire off at the lip a little bit, but because you feel it wasn't your fault. But after I looked at it, it's hard racing. He made a move. I tried to stay there and just bumpers hooked, and it went down. I wish, after looking at it, to be honest, I wish I would have went up in side draft because Roberge was sticking with me, and it would have Sam Benson would have had nothing to do with that. He would have been left in the dust, and it would have been a drag race between me and Roberge against the 76 and Stryker.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Good race. All right. Tell people what we're doing next week.
All right. Next week, we got the All-Star race. What we're going to do is there's going to be no laps. What we're going to do is try something a little different. I mean, it's done in the past in real life and stuff like that. We're going to do a knockout format. So we're going to just, let's assume there's 30 drivers. We're going to run 30 drivers. We're going to run it at Phoenix with the dog leg, and we're going to run. We'll take the 30 laps, divide it into 90 minutes, and that's how long the clock will be running between a guy getting knocked out. So hypothetically, if it was, let's say, 7 minutes of green flags, caution laps will not count. So if it's 7 minutes of green flag running, when that 7 minutes timer stops, whoever's in last place is getting ejected from the race, and we just keep on going. So if you're sitting there thinking you're a slight bumper ahead, you might not be. So it's something a little different. We'll have some fun, and we'll whittle it all the way down to the last two guys racing for it. So we're going to have two race controllers, yourself and the race control, and no claim system. You guys are going to make the decisions on whether who was at fault or a racing incident. I felt that was a little more fair than putting it in the hands, because nobody's going to want to claim something and go to the back if they're about to get knocked out. Yep. But the key thing is it's not for points. It's for just something fun. We're going to give out a trophy and just have a little fun with it. Do something different than just running around a normal race. Let's do something fun. Whittle it down to two guys standing and see them duke it out for 7 minutes.
Gonna like it. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, unlimited fast repairs. So it's gonna induce hard racing, but don't let the hard racing overplay the you're at fault racing type thing, because you're gonna go to the back based on the race controller's call. But unlimited fast repairs. We are gonna limit the tires. I think that'll bring in a little more strategy. We might still do the 4. We might go to 5 sets of tires. And now you're going to sit there and play the tire game. Hey, let me run in the middle pack with these older tires, getting closer to the end. Newer tires you might want to save, so you're constantly up front. So it's going to play a lot of strategy.
I'd like to hear it. I'd like to see it. John, It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And it's not very often I get to be in control of a race. And
yeah, we're gonna put it in your hands, sir.
yeah, Corey and I are gonna have some fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I told all the drivers, or I told you guys that, but I've been telling drivers too that when this comes down to it, I'm gonna have a little click clock going on the
On the sound.
on the sound, so they're gonna know when
Yeah.
they need to push.
When you
just
start
a little
hearing
bit.
the tick tock, you're starting to sweat now. You're like, let me get going.
What I should do is I should set up a TikTok for like 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And then it blows one of those air horns.
Yeah. 3, 2, and then the guy disappears.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not, and that's the thing. We're not going to throw a caution, nothing. We're going to keep racing. It's just 1 minute you might be there, and next minute you're out.
Yep. You're gonna get DQ'd. That's what's
Yep.
gonna happen.
Yep, it'll be fun.
Oh, all right, John. Much
Yes,
love, man.
sir.
Any
All right,
shout outs you want to give out there?
Oh, no, man. Just to the league, man. The guys are doing great. You're doing great. It's, with these 5, I think it's 5, who knows, 4, 5 different series going. It's a lot of work. A lot of guys help out and hope that we're putting on a good, league on for these guys to race at. I got to give it to all the racers. They're the ones that make the league or break the league. The admins just kind of control it.
You had 34 of them tonight that did a phenomenal job.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had 21 drivers finish on the lead lap, and drivers still out there fighting from 22nd on back. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Crazy to see. This was a good race.
Yeah, it was good. 8 cautions, and then you got your silly cautions, I call them, at the end when people are just like, hey, it's go time. But for 34 trucks, 75 laps at Talladega, I'm happy.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better race. All right, my man. We'll see you next week for dirt racing and for the All-Star race here for Chop Shop.
You got it, bud.
All right, John Hammond doing it nice and easy there, folks. Folks, I appreciate you very much. Stryker gets the win today and does a phenomenal job at it. We're going to have some fun next week. The pit call was on spot. Yes, it was, Mr. Spicy. DJ says, awesome race. Jerry says, love you more to Stryker. Love that. Unlucky Shadow. Yes, absolutely. Stryker's talking tough. Yes, he was. Benson was close. He was very close. And you heard it right there from John. If he would have just stayed the lane, it would have been a different story, and they probably all would have had a better shot at it. And I think that Benson, if he gets his nose clear there, I agreed to it to an extent that I think it would be a drag race, but I think it would have been a 3-way drag race through the tri-oval to the bottom side right there. So I think it would have been a lot more close than what we have seen. So a great race, great series. These guys had a ton of fun. I appreciate all the chats out there, folks. And a reminder that, we all try to have thick skin. We all try to have a good time. And we all try to make sure that what we're doing is the best for the viewers that we have out there and the league. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate everybody just really knocking it out of the park and being a great series for me. But we try to keep it clean. PC for the drivers. If you wanna give me a hard time, do that on my private streams when I'm privately gaming. Don't give these leagues the hard time. And don't call out drivers. Don't call out people. Don't call them names. It's toxic. And I'm about community and mental health and that's what we're about here. We're all guys and gals and we're all family and that's what we're trying to be and that's what we try to be and that's the one thing that I pride myself on. But for the 3 years of doing this is I'm 110% about community and 110% about what these drivers can do. I've enjoyed every minute of it. And I think from now on going forward, if you cause crap and cause drama in my chats, folks, I'm just gonna ban you. I will just get rid of you. And I won't do it. I won't tolerate it. Not for these leagues. They're paying for a service and they're paying for me to be able to do this for everybody, for you guys to have an honest race opinion, regardless if it's right or wrong or indifferent. We can all agree to disagree. And that's kind of the way it goes. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another because you're not my friend. And of course, and always, we'll definitely see you in the next one.